one of my favorite from Ahmed Maghribi, Mauzoon. Let's talk about it.
Here's some codes to save you some cash on your next Middle Eastern niche or designer fragrances.
What's going on, guys? My name is Neeb. Welcome back to AROMATIX. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite fragrances from Ahmed Maghribi. This one was a favorite of mine for quite some time, and actually more recently, I think my #1 cheapie of all time has to be right now Ignite Oud by Ahmed Maghribi. At the rate of which they pump out a lot of these fragrances, and not just Ahmed Maghribi, Middle Eastern and niche and designer, really. Who knows how long that's going to be, but it's genuinely probably, I would say, top 10 of all time, and it will stay as a top 10 of all time. This one is relatively similar in that regards. I think this is one of the top Middle Eastern affordable fragrances, and it's quite more affordable than even Ignite Oud. It's called Mauzoon by Ahmed Maghribi. The bottle on this thing is really strange. It kind of has this slanted base, so it sits diagonally like this. It has this color gradient with the frost finish. On the front, there is this plaque that's in metal, but it looks like this brushed aluminum. The cap in itself has this brushed aluminum on the front as well, but it's plastic, and on the other sides it shines. And on the top of the cap, it has the Ahmed Maghribi. It's on there, and it's on there pretty snug, so you can carry by the cap, but I mean, do you really want to do that anyways? Atomizer on this one, like with many other Ahmed Maghribi fragrances, is an excellent atomizer. It's pressurized, and the scent profile is absolutely gorgeous on this one. This is a saffron vanilla oud fragrance, as simple as that. To me, this smells like a spiced vanilla chai. It's extremely unisex. I think a lady can rock this one easily, but for those that are wondering, it probably leans slightly more towards the masculine side of things. It has this powdery, thick vanilla quality that's spiced up with some of that saffron. It does contribute like this thick nature as well, along with some of this undertone of leather, but it's predominantly going to be this vanilla oud based fragrance. I put this in the caliber of certain fragrances that I really enjoy, including this gem right here, which is called Vertus Vanilla Oud. Vertus Vanilla Oud is this masterful combination of saffron, oud, vanilla, etc. And you can absolutely sense the quality of the saffron in particular to this one. Spiced, a lot more of this powdery vanilla, while Mauzoon has a little bit more of this blended quality to it, rather than the not Narcosis, they have another fragrance called Narcosis. Rather than the Vanilla Oud by Vertus, where you can kind of sense the different nuances, this one smells like a more blended fragrance. Just because it's more well blended doesn't mean that it's a better fragrance. That's not what I'm saying here. But what I'm saying is that this has some similarities, a lot of similarities. It's in the same family of fragrances while still being different. I find that the quality of the vanilla in Vertus fragrance, the Vanilla Oud, has a bit more of like this powdered dryness to it, while this one is a bit more vanilla cream-esque type of fragrance. So a lot of people might enjoy this more than that, or vice versa. For me personally, I love them both. I have a taste for both of them at different occasions. This one, like I said, it's more blended, a bit sweeter vanilla cream, while the Vertus fragrance is more of like this dry powdered vanilla, but relatively close. They do the same thing. The saffron in this one is not going to be as spicy as Vanilla Oud as Vertus. And not only that, this is under 50 bucks. So the fact that we're even comparing it to something like that is ridiculous. Like, that's a good thing for Ahmed Maghribi. So hands down, one of the best vanilla oud combination fragrance. It is the best in this price tag, actually, I should say. If we're looking at the facts, at this price point, at least in my collection, the best saffron oud vanilla combo at this price tag is easily Mauzoon by Ahmed Maghribi. So for this price, you really can't expect to get too much authentic oud. However, whatever they're using in here does recreate or resemble this very nice creamy, oudy vanilla, saffron, etc. There isn't anything animalic to my nose of this fragrance, and neither do I find anything of that animalic in the Vertus Vanilla Oud. This one does potentially have a bit more of this animalic undertone. My tolerance for animalic fragrances is relatively high, so keep that in mind. But with Vertus fragrance, I do get a slight animalic undertone, whereas this one, I don't really get much of an animalic oud, if any. It's more of like this creamy dry woods that they're dried down. So there you have it, a vanilla cream saffron oud fragrance that I think is pretty unisex, and one of the best, not only from Ahmed Maghribi, but in that category of fragrances for this price. This lasts all day. You spray it on clothing. I personally love this scent, so I spray it on like 6 to 10 times. I love being just enveloped in this fragrance. It feels and smells like a blanket of vanilla and woods. It's so sexy. I would personally rock this one on special occasions, on dates, on cuddling. I'd rock it everywhere and anywhere. I've even sprayed this on pillows because it's a pretty comforting type of scent profile. Another 10 out of 10 from Ahmed Maghribi. Try their fragrances and you'll see for yourself that they have some high-end, high quality and really good quality control standard fragrances. Mauzoon by Ahmed Maghribi, a 10 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.